Well, I couldn't really honestly do commercial until I really have cash enough to get into those contracts because a lot of people might have the handman expertise or have the trade expertise to get into that. Commercial is more slow on the payments, it's more requirements as far as insurance and license and everything. But when you get enough money to get in and start contracts, is definitely the way to go. Definitely.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest is a general contractor and mortgage professional based out of Fort Myers, Florida. Please welcome Andrey Cunha. Andrey, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it to help me. Thank you.
It's great having you on. I always like to start off at the top, Andrey, by asking folks how they got into the real estate space.
Well, that's a good question, actually. I'm originally was born in Brazil, got in America in 1998. So then I was trying to buy my first house, and of course, English was my first challenge. And I was living in the greater Boston back then.
Yeah.
And I saw a very hardship to get it. And in another way, I tried to see there was an opportunity for me to learn and get professional. So by 2000, I got my license as a salesperson. I did work for quite a few years for Remax. And after that, I started my own brokerage and get my license for the mortgage as well. So then I get it both. And then after that, I started to do a lot of flips, buy rehab, selling and everything. So then that's what ended up to me get into the construction business. So I got my general contractor license, yes.
Did you have a background at all in contract work? How did you feel comfortable taking on flips?
Well, I had probably like 10 years doing myself with GCs, with the subs guys, and then, rehabbing some remodels. Then I started to learn. I got into school. Of course, it wasn't too easy to get everything. So then, so then it would take a little while, but I got there.
I think one of the interesting things about the fix and flip world is there's so many different types of investors that you'll see. You'll see the people who do they're kind of their own general contractor, but then they're not necessarily the deal finder. So then you've got to partner with someone who is the deal finder. And then you also see the people who may be involved in the trades themselves, and they might be a repair that comes too much, and in which case they decide, hey, we're going to buy this deal rather than submit a repair estimate. Would you consider selling it? My background was as a wholesaler, so I would find all different types of people in different states of distress, from losing their home for financial to a death in the family to divorce, so many different reasons, and then find an investor for that property. When you were involved in the flips yourself and acquiring them for yourself, did you have partners, or did you really do all of it as a one-man show?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
I had a partners here and then. I just didn't have as much. It's very difficult to, in certain point, to convince someone deals, convince someone to bring cash. A lot of investors, they are really refrained to do that, even saying we got a track proof and everything. So I wasn't really on that side, but I did a lot on my own. I did a lot of wholesale. I just actually wholesale one here right now in in Naples, and that was a pretty sweet one. Get in the morning, flipping on the same day, so we got very sweet money on that one. But yeah, you're right. So each investor has your own unique sort of to get the deal done. You know, we got guys fall for getting the mortgage. We do the mortgage, and sometimes we can have the bank funding the 100% of rehab, or sometimes half, or sometimes none, you know. And sometimes they just want to wholesale, they just get a fee for that, you know. Someone has the cash ready to invest and then pay for the rehab, for the loan, for everything. And of course, a guy like me or others like, you know, like to have everything. You know, I don't do many houses, but I do good deals in each home. So that's what I've been trying to do, dot by dot, day by day, and get a good money out of that. So leveraging my license, leveraging my expertise, my labor, quality labor, we get an really amazing crew here right now in Southwest Florida and Central Florida, doing a lot of rehabs, a lot of remodel. We're doing amazing custom kitchens on my rehabs, and we get value on it. So when you go sell, you sell something really nice, and people pay top dollar for it. So that's the do a good job, get out permitting for every single job, never miss the permitting stuff, all compliance with the cities and build departments and everything. I very careful with that because it's bring value to the property after that fact, you know. So you buy something, you stress, you buy something maybe with flawed, you know, even probation, you buy a probation, you know, someone needing to sell, eventually divorce, death in the family, something. That property might not be in a good condition. So you want to make sure you pull permit, you do all but the books, and that is value on the property. That's value. Someone get the records with the roof is being done properly, get permit inspected and everything, open and close the permit. That's a package we offer to every single home I do wholesaling or selling mainly on my flips, because we offer warranty in those homes. So we buy a pack for warranty, structural, roofing, appliances, and a lot of the works we do, I offer extended warranty with this insurance companies we buy. So I think it's part of the success I've been doing here in Southwest Florida, because that I think everybody's buy from Andrey, they know they buy something solid.
I want to ask you about the asset classes that you're involved in, also the verticals, right? So you're a general contractor, you're a mortgage professional, but also an investor yourself, right? So different, you know, asset classes, different verticals, but all related. As a general contractor specifically, are you working a lot with, for instance, commercial or single family, or is it all over as far as what type of assets you're working on?
We do a lot of commercial, yes. Mainly, let's say out of 10 jobs, probably 9 will be residential and 1 commercial. Whatever the size of the contracts we got on commercial large, so mainly like $1 million, $2 million. In fact, we're doing right now Pickleball Place. It's a main franchise, not franchise, it's a corporation, but it will be a franchising there. They open 150 nationwide. We're going to do 8 of those in Florida. Each contract is like 2 million, so it's going to be 8, so it's going to be $16 million in matter of 6 months. But on a residential, it's more like, you know, smaller, so we not deal with the big numbers. But we do, yes, probably 80% in contracts on the residential and 10-20% on the commercial. Yeah.
Did I hear it right? Was it pickleball? You're doing some pickleball?
I do the pickleball place. Yeah, these people from Texas, they are open nationwide, and they're going to open 150 nationwide, and 8 out of those is going to be Florida.
Can you say the name of it or no?
It's a pickball. It's a pickball world, I believe.
All world. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Pickball Kingdom. I'm sorry,
Kickball
Pickball
Kingdom.
Kingdom. Yes, it is. The brand I can share. It's not a problem. I don't think it's going to appear on the camera, but it's right here. They are in fact. So if you can see it,
Yeah.
we have we're going to build 8 of those here in Florida. Pretty nice. Really excited. It's a national brand.
For outdoor, are they combination? I know some of these pickleball places are beautiful. I was a member of one when I was living in Texas.
Yeah, they are from Texas, actually from Dallas. So they are. This one is totally indoor. So they just have the big warehouse. It's got
Mhm.
like about 10,000 square footage, and we'll build in everything. Pinellas Park.
Incredible. I want to ask you about getting commercial contracts. As a general contractor, you mentioned, there's a ratio, maybe 9 out of 10 are in the residential, but you'll do commercial as well. For folks who may be uh, in the general contracting world like yourself and are looking to get more involved in commercial, if you think back on your journey, what advice would you give folks who want to get more involved in commercial?
Well, I couldn't really honestly do commercial until I really have cash enough to get into those contracts because a lot of people might have the handman expertise or have the trade expertise to get into that. Commercial is more slow on the payments, it's more requirements as far as insurance and license and everything. But when you get enough money to get in certain contracts, is definitely the way to go. Definitely. You can get it, like this one's 2 million, but I mean, I have to come up front with a lot of money and wait 30 days to get paid. So that's one downside when you're not prepared. But if you are prepared and know what you're doing and knowledgeable enough, get the whole license in place, I think is a really way to go. It's just maybe starting with the trades and starting to get in maybe, painting, pouring, a lot of things that can be done. Necessarily have to put it hundreds and $1,000s up front. But yeah, if you can get into it with some money up front and then waiting the 30 days to get paid, always is very slow. They don't come up like in the kitchen remodel, you get 50% up front. So it's not working like that. The payments as much as low as anything that. It's sometimes more than 30 days.
I want to ask you, get a little bit granular, Andre, and ask you about the commercial space in general. You mentioned it's cash intensive for contractors. For folks who are looking at positioning themselves as contractors in the commercial space, one deal can really be a big game changer. I mean, you're mentioning you're building out multiple facilities for this pickleball business. I think when a lot of folks think about, well, hey, we need one, commercial residential apartment complex, or we need one flex space commercial retail, maybe. If people are in that mindset where, hey, we need one deal, we need one deal, we need one deal, is it better for them, would you say, to be focusing on, hey, we need to find as many investors as we can be, or should they be focused maybe on expanding more of their business elsewhere and then through word of mouth effectively bump into someone that might be able to put them in contact with the commercial people?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I think it's a lot of lead generation, a lot of platforms out there. We got Construction Connect, HubSpot. They are offering a lot of leads for subs to bid on it. DCs to bid on it. A lot of platforms you can go in, but again, you have to have a proven track. So that's why if you never did like me in the beginning, I got one urgent care in the Keys, was not that big, was direct with the owner. We were able to management the payments much easier than grab a big contract. So then you do one, you do two, and then you do three, and then eventually you get track on it when you send it a bidding and you put it, what have you done over the year or 2 years in the commercial space, and then they started slowly get you deals. Not for the price, sometimes not the price though. Sometimes they were more looking for someone really able, capable, willing to jump in and do the job because these people don't play games. They put a penalty daily if you delay. They put a penalty on this, penalty on that. You can get in serious trouble if you don't get things done properly because you got on a contract with the rich people and they're looking for the contract being 100% fulfilled. And then if you don't fulfill the contract or you messed up and delayed this because your subs don't show up because this, and that, you probably can get in trouble as well. It's the same way you might be good financially, but you might get yourself in trouble as well. But yes, one nice contract, like, $16 million, if you based on literally 10% net out of there, it's like 1.6 million.
I think, hearing you talk about this, I think a lot of people, listeners of this show and elsewhere, are probably very interested in hearing this information because when you think about the journey for a general contractor, and I think that term can be a wide spectrum, right? Ultimately, a lot of people say, well, I just need one commercial deal. Hearing you talk about the granular steps, where to get the lead, as well as the fulfillment process, the reasonable expectations, you got to have cash up front. I think this gives people a point, hey, this is probably where we need to get to. I want to pivot a bit here, Andre, and ask you about Fort Myers in general. I love Florida. I'm a big Tampa guy. I'm a big Miami and Fort Lauderdale guy. I know Fort Myers, and we were talking before the show here, is what, about 100 miles south of Tampa, roughly? What's the market like out there? Is there a lot of interest from investors in Fort Myers in general?
Yes, it is. Southwest here in Florida, between Naples and Tampa, it's growing a lot. So Fort Myers is unique because if you leave out of Miami, truckloads, Miami Port, and having Everglades Port, the trucks get out of there for distributions and everything. So people tend to build here because here's much closer to Tampa, Orlando, and go from other maybe states out of here. So then we have a lot of commercial opportunities here. We've been seeing a lot of warehouses every day, everywhere. And sometimes you go on the street the next day, you start a new development there. It's big market here for commercial. Yes, definitely there's a lot of opportunity from Naples all the way up to Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Well, Andre, we are coming up on time here. Where can folks go if maybe they'd like to reach out to you? Maybe they'd have a project they'd like your feedback on. Where can folks go to get in contact with you?
Yeah, they can call me directly at 954-888-8788. Pretty simple now. And my name is Andrey Cunha out of Dream Remodel Construction. And I'm here in Southwest Florida, assisting every Florida if you need to. No problem at all. But mainly here out of Fort Myers, helping you in any project you want. And then eventually any finance. If you guys need it, finance as well, we do construction loans for ground up, we do fix and flip loans, we do DSR loans, it's pretty popular loans as well. So yeah, I've been working hard here to keeping the bills up and trying to do my best in a day by day here in Florida.
Andre, thank you so much for coming on the show here today.
Thank you, Don. I highly, highly appreciate it. It was a pleasure and honor to be in your show. And I hope to be in again some point soon.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.